All right, everybody. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and kick this into gear. This meeting of Harrison Nicholas Scott Bourbon CECC, December 3rd. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Does anyone want to put forth a motion to call the order?
Sure, I will.
Thank you, Amanda. Anybody want a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All right. So I didn't have a whole lot to update on y'all. I've been getting emails. I think different people have actually met with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. Everybody kind of been taking on that on their own. So that I was going to give some time for everybody to talk about that. But other than that, that was really the only thing. I was going to give you another update on the financial report. We haven't spent anything that I know of. Nothing's come through my desk. So we still have about $35,000 that we have. And I submitted, me and Doris submitted the application for additional funding that they asked all CECs to do. So hopefully we'll see, I'll get word if we get that or not here shortly. But yeah, as of now, $35,000 is what we have. So that, and we can use that toward if y'all are doing Dolly Parton, or if we want to do the take home backpack kits again. We got different things that we can do that with that money. The quarterly report with the short-term goals that we all voted on and approved, like I said, was submitted last month. I attached those just in case anybody wanted to look at them again. And it'd be really nice if we can spend some of that money before the next quarterly report, because they're going to start questioning why we're not spending anything. So just something to keep in the back of your minds. If there is stuff that you feel like your individual county needs, I mean, unless we want to reconvene and hold an entire meeting again about it, you can just send it to me and I can write up the paperwork for it and get the money sent to it.
So what are there stipulations of what can, I mean, like what exact, how restrictive are we with what we spend those funds on, I guess?
Right. And so when I was at the Institute, I asked that same question because I wanted to make sure, because as I was asking different people, everybody had a different opinion on what the restrictions were. But the general consensus is we can't spend it on staff. So we can't hire like an intern or someone like that to do anything. Can't spend on staff, and we can't spend it on things that we're just going to give to people unless there's like a type of educational or training component that goes along with it. So if we wanted to send the backpack kits home again, we can do that, but we'd have to either do a big training or like put on an event for people to come get it. And when they're at the event, we do something, or we can send like a little flyer training type thing home with the backpack. As long as there's something like an educational where they're going to use it at home, we can send things to people. Those were the two biggest restrictions that I've been made aware of and what I've read up on.
So I could order step 4 Born Learning workshops and give that to the families that come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea, Janita, because I don't know if y'all are in the same boat as us. We always struggle with getting families in, and that money is restrictive on what you can and can't do. And so that might encourage some better attendance for us.
Yeah.
I mean, and family engagement is a big goal that we put on our grant. So that's a great way to do it. Mm-hmm. Another idea of spending money is we had talked about and agreed that conscious discipline for some of the staff in our areas would be something that people are interested in. So as I get numbers, like when I send out this recap email, I'm going to include on it, send me numbers of the amount of accounts that you'll need. And I'll look into seeing how much we can afford and if we can get everybody one. I think we can. It's actually really cheap. I think it was like 750 registered user accounts, and it was only like $1,200. And it's good for an entire year. And like they can go back and it's on demand and all sorts of stuff. So it's relatively inexpensive for the content that you're getting. So,
I
and
know here at my child care at Derby Club, we're very interested in that training. And I've talked with the YMCA and Room to Grow, two other child cares that are here, and they were also interested. And we had initially talked to Bradley Stevenson about doing something through the Kids Matter Coalition, but then they were in transition of him leaving and Debbie coming on. And so we just haven't followed up with that. But if we can, we need to spend this money, we'll do it through here, no problem.
yeah,
We would
that's
love to.
great. And another option too, is if there's a big crowd that wants it, not only can we get the accounts, conscious discipline, the company's loving guidance, but they do conscious discipline. They will send out trainers, and you can have a trainer do like a 2-day, 3-day event. So, I mean, that's a little bit more logistic stuff to schedule and everything, but that's also an option. We got a 2-day trainer, and it was about $6,000. But I mean, she can train unlimited amount of people just about, as long as they're there. So if we wanted to do a big council-wide training, then that's another option that we can look at as well. But yeah, the accounts are super easy. So yeah, we'll get the numbers and we'll get that going. Speaking of Bradley transitioning to Debbie emailed me and said she wanted to be on, but she had another meeting that conflicted with this. And so I told her future meetings and everything, but she wanted me to let everybody know that CCC is now offering free CPR and first aid training to all childcare providers. So, which is really cool. She said it's here. Let me see if I pull up her email. Let's see if she gave instructions to it. She said the CCC has partnered with the Cabinet for Health and Family Services to provide free CPR and first aid training to childcare professionals. For more information, they can go to freecprky.com. And I'll include that in my email, but that might be something that y'all can share around too. Let's see what else we got here. The next meeting will be in January. We can talk about that later. Okay, so did any of y'all meet with Dolly Parton Library? I can't remember if y'all did or not. A couple of people had emailed me, said that they were, and I guess they're not on here, and I forgot to write down who it was. So I didn't push forward for myself to have a meeting with Dolly Parton Library because it sounded like other people were taking a handle on that. So on our next meeting, hopefully we'll have a better update on that type of thing. Some other announcements is our quarterly in-person meeting. So we had voted and agreed that we'll meet in person quarterly. So our next quarter report will be in February. So we'll meet virtually in January, and then in February 4th, we'll try to meet in person somewhere. And we'll rotate the locations as each quarter goes around. That's all the announcements that I had. Like I said, it's been a busy month, but a quiet month for CECC. So do y'all have anything that you want to bring forward on the table?
For those in-person meetings, if for whenever the rotation would be in Bourbon County, we can do it at the library. I would just need to get it reserved in plenty of time ahead, ahead of the meeting.
Yeah, absolutely.
And have you ever talked to anybody in Scott County? Are they staying with us?
Yeah, they're ghosted. So I admit I dropped the ball the past week and a half because I've been so busy. I haven't, but when I reached out last month, it's probably been about 3 weeks. I reached out. I still haven't heard anything. So but Sarah, I'm sorry, I forgot about Sarah.
Yeah.
She's right there. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I didn't see your face, and so I just saw I didn't even think about it. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. But no, we got Sarah. So Sarah, do you know if you're really the only one from Scott County? She said she has to talk through chat. So Well, I'll coordinate with you, Sarah, a little bit afterwards, and see if maybe we can get, Mercedes. Mercedes, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so I'll talk with, and she's sitting out. Okay, so she said Mercedes is contact. I know who Mercedes is. Yeah, and I can get with Mercedes to see if she wants to get more interested and see if we can get some more people from Scott County, because yeah, you're right, Danita. We need some, I mean, we want to make sure everybody gets a voice in here. So
If there is like a general blurb or something that I can email to all the programs, the childcare centers, I can do that. I mean, I'm in contact with them constantly. They're probably sick of hearing from me, but but I mean, I can send something out at my, if they see, since I am in contact with them regularly, if they see it for me, maybe they'll
sure.
read it.
I remember you mentioning that last time, Jessica, and I don't think I ever sent anything to you. I'm sorry.
No, it's
But-
fine. I mean, I can, make something up to say, but I'm sure you would have something better for me. Give me the
Yeah,
verb.
well, I made a note about it this time, so I won't forget. I say that, and I probably will until next week, but anyway,
I'll try to help you remember.
thanks. All right, well, anything else anybody wants to bring forward? And said there wasn't a whole lot to share with y'all this time around. I'm sure January we'll have some more stuff to talk about because it'll be a new year. We'll need to do some more planning, but does anyone want to make a motion to adjourn?
Sure, I will.
Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome.
Anita, you want a second?
I'll second.
All righty, y'all. Well, hey, I appreciate y'all hopping on. I'll send a recap email like I try to do always with the recording for everybody else. If y'all need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. And I guess y'all have happy holidays, and I'll see you next year.
Thanks.
All right, same to you.
All right, everybody.
Y'all have a good one.